And I'm afraid it's only going to get worse.
It is.
There's no rain in the forecast.
No, and I just looked at some video from Sky News 6 about a traffic accident up on I-35, and it started a massive fire out there, along with a very tragic thing we'll talk about at 9 and 10 o'clock once we have some of that information. Meantime, it is so dry, and this is a look again at what's going on across the area. I know I've shown these maps almost nightly, but it is pretty stunning. And you say, well, that's 60 days, and there's some 8-inch rainfalls on there, and that's nice. Well, yeah, for a few folks, that's true, but again, we've been so hot. And it's just been a very dry environment. And I mean, any place around Tulsa, back and through Creek, Okmulgee counties, and anything that's green is really, really dry, because you can't go 2 months this time of year in August and September and have 100-degree weather. And I mean, you need a lot more water. And we've only seen that in a couple places to the southeast and then off to the east of Tulsa from Pryor into northwest Arkansas. So you guys are a lot more green over here. But boy, I tell you, you get around Tulsa southwest, you get down to Hughes County, Okfuskee County, it is just ridiculous. And it's also bad for Osage County and parts of southern Kansas. So that's what we're dealing with right now. And here's the burn ban counties we have. And that extends all the way from Tulsa and then back on up into Rogers and then going on up into Craig County and then back to the southwest into Creek County. Again, fires will start very easily in these areas that are dry. Usually it's green, because usually September is a good month for rainfall, and it just hasn't materialized. And so all of southeast Oklahoma not in a good place either. So that's one of the issues. And as I mentioned, relative humidities are terrible. And also around the Tonkawa area, I was just looking again, a horrible traffic accident up there with 3 semis, at least 3 cars. We're going to find out more about, and that's plugged up 35 south and northbound. They're just trying to get a little traffic going on now, but that started a grass fire there. We've had several grass fires across the area, and that is all just dry and warm. 80s, 90 and 93 right now in Stillwater, 89 here in Tulsa. As far as tomorrow morning, will be a very cool. So the mornings are great, and with the humidity low, it's very comfortable. So you say, yeah, don't complain, because it's nice. It's like California weather. It is, but we're also having California lack of rain, and they don't like that. And we'll be very comfortable tomorrow, but again, very warm from Tulsa back to the southwest with a south wind. I wouldn't be surprised if we were in the 90 to low 90s area in a few spots. And then we're back to cooler weather on Thursday. We have more of an easterly component wind in the morning, and then the afternoon, look at this, 70s, and maybe Tulsa around 83. That is the kickoff for the Tulsa State Fair, by the way. And we're looking for a great kickoff. It'll be pleasant from noon when it midway opens. And we're talking about during the course of the afternoon. It's warm, but it's not hot. The sun's hot, and you get a sunburn. So just remember sunscreen. That's about the only thing you need from noon into the early afternoon hours. And then clear skies and cool weather. And the outlook for the fair, I mean, taking us all the way into late next week, other than a passing sprinkle. I mean, everything is pretty much good to just maybe have to a little heads up that you might actually get a sprinkle on your forehead. By Friday, we're talking again, very pleasant upper 70s to low 80s in the Tulsa metro area, a few degrees warmer. Hurricane Ian continues to be such a massive issue. That is still going with 120-mile-per-hour winds. Radar, look at the concentric circle around here. That's getting closer to Florida. We have the tornado warnings, and we're just going to have to watch what's going to happen here, because it does not look good. Probabilities now are south of Tampa. It's moved a little bit more toward the Cape Coral area and Bonita Springs area, so that is where massive flooding could occur. 12 to 15-foot storm surge, water above normal sea level. So that's going to flood thousands and thousands of homes. It's going to be bad. And so being in Florida this week is not a good thing. If you have travel plans, it's awful. These updated numbers are like, this is, again, some of these areas are only about 2 foot to 3 foot above sea level. So they're going to be inundated to levels that are deadly and dangerous. That'll continue with winds of 130 miles per hour and then moving on up. So again, not looking good. Now around here, looking great temperature-wise. We're in the 70s tonight. Fantastic. By the time we get into the morning, 58 cool degrees. Cooler if you're in outlying areas. 83 at noontime. It's a warm sun, and it could be a hot sun in the afternoon. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if several of us hit 90, low 90s around Tulsa to the southwest. Tulsa State Fair, great kickoff, pleasant weather heading into the weekend. And again, I mentioned this at 5, but I'm just looking for a cloud. I mean, I have to go basically to next Wednesday to even find a sprinkle. So it's this is getting worse by the day.